Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Peace be upon you and greetings. My name is Juliani. I'm currently in a 5th semester of English education. In this video, I will present my thesis proposal. The title is Comparative Analysis of English Learning Outcome Between Students Using Traditional and Innovative Methods in SMPN 1 Pringgabaya. I would like to secretly thank my supervisor, Ms. Maishuroh, for their support and valuable feedback in helping me prepare this thesis proposal. Thank you for your encouragement and dedication. Next, we move on in chapter 1. We will discuss the background of the study, scope of the study, statement of the study, problem of study, purpose of study, and less insignificant of the study. Okay, first we talk about the background of the study. Education plays a crucial role in the pre-modern generalization for globalization, with English proficiency being essential for international communication. Chami 2005. In Indonesia, English is taught as a foreign language from elementary to tertiary level as mandated by the National Education System Law Number 20 of 2003. However, limited societal exposure to English remains a significant challenge in Indonesia 2010. Traditional teaching methods focus on the rote memorization often fail to meet global demands. Alisada 2016. Innovative approaches like project-based learning and technological integration foster critical thinking and collaboration. Putri et al. 2021. This study examines and compares the English learning outcome of a grade studied in SMPN 1 Pringgabaya using traditional versus innovative methods. Grounded in the constructive theory which empowers active knowledge, construction, self-experience. Richard and Roger 2014. The finding aim to provide recommendation for improving English teaching effectiveness. Next, we move on the scope of the study. This study aims to analyze the compare the outcome of English language learning when employing traditional method versus innovative approaches in junior high school, currently in SMPN 1 Pringgabaya. The next slide is the statement of the study. Here there are 3 points, namely the first is which method, traditional or innovative, is more effective in changing student English language efficiency. The second is how do this method influence student achievement, their ability to think critically and solve problems. And the third is what are the challenges associated with implementing innovative teaching methods in the resource-constrained educational context. Next, the purpose of the study. There are also 3 of them, namely the first is compare the effectiveness of traditional and innovative teaching methods in improving English language learning outcome. The second is identify the strengths and the limitation of each approach. The third is propose evidence-based recommendation for combining traditional and innovative methods for maximum impact. And the last discussion in chapter 1 is significance of study. In this slide, there are 4 significance of study. The first 4 indicators offer practical strategies to improve English teaching by leveraging the strengths of traditional and innovative methods. The second is for academics, contributes to research on blended learning methodologies in English education. The third is for policymaker, provides evidence-based guidance for curriculum development and research education, English education. And the last is for students, enhances their learning experiences by adapting teaching strategies to modern needs and diverse learning styles. Next, we go to chapter 2, literature review. First, we will discuss the definition of traditional and innovative methods. According to FIAS 2022, defines traditional learning approaches a lecture-based instruction, standardization curricula, and exam-based assessment. While successful for core instruction, this study frequently fails to promote critical thinking abilities and active student participation. An innovative approach to education with the emphasis on student-centered learning strategies rather the teacher-centered ones. Innovative teaching strategies promote critical thinking, active participation, and the use of technology to improve the educational process. Next slide is common approaches and techniques. Here there are 2 common approaches. the techniques. The first is Kreml translation method, audiolingual method, direct instruction, and in the innovative, namely the blended learning, flipped classroom, collaborative learning, and technology integration. Next slide is factor influencing activeness, namely the first is curriculum design, the second is teacher competence, the third is student characteristic, and the fourth in technological integration. The impact of using traditional and innovative methods. Traditional method. Teacher-centered introduction of the result in the passive learning and lower student achievement. The Paris 2020. Emphasis on standardized testing reduces opportunities for creativity and practical skill development. In innovative methods, promote active participation in collaborative learning. DOI 2009. Enhanced problem solving abilities through the technology integration and group project. Nur Hayati et al. 2022. The next slide challenges in implementation traditional method. Rigid structure makes the adaptation the diverse student needs difficult, may not prepare students for dynamic global challenges. Innovative methods requires adequate resources, technology training, and teacher adaptability. Karima and Iskandar 2024. Initial implementation can be resources intensive but yields better long-term outcomes. We move on to relevant study. The first is comparison of traditional and innovative methods in the research that has been done by Bayers, LMS, and Hartnett Young 2018. It studied the impact of innovative learning environments ELAS versus traditional classroom. And the research by Corey 2024 found traditional methods more effective for reading comprehension. There is also a relevant study here. The second is application in English learning, research by Dory 2009 and Yehan Chu 2018 demonstrate that innovative methods such as flipped classroom significantly enhance English language proficiency, increase motivation and engagement in the real-world English application. Next, theoretical framework. Here I use 4 theories. The first is interactive theory, the second is social learning theory, cognitive load theory, and integration of theories. The next slide is chapter 3, research methodology. In chapter 3, we will discuss research design, setting of the study, data collecting, and analysis data. The first is research design. This study covered the English learning outcome of students at SMPN 1 Pringgabaya who were taught using traditional and innovative teaching using a quasi-experimental research methodology. The second is setting of the study. In this study, the researchers will be conducted at SMPN 1 Pringgabaya located in Pringgabaya at Lombok, Indonesia. This school was chosen because of its commitment to educational innovation and the access of traditional and innovative teaching methods. SMPN 1 Pringgabaya has a good reputation in terms of academic achievement and has implemented various teaching approaches to improve student learning outcomes. Data collection. There are 5 the collecting data, namely the first is fast test and post test. This test is used to measure student essential ability or pre-test before being given treatment and ability improvement or post-test after the learning method is applied. The second is questionnaire. Questionnaire where I use the collect data on the student perception and the applied learning methods such as the level of motivation, participation, and understanding. The third is observation. Observation was conducted directly observes student activities during the learning process, including their achievement in class, interaction between students, and response to the learning method. And the last is documentation. The documentation method is used to collect essential data such as report card, student attendance, and relevant teaching materials. The zero hypothesis states that there is no significant differences between the two groups, while the alternative hypothesis states that there are the significant differences between groups using traditional and Innovative Methods, Criswell, 2014. The last is testing hypothesis. After hypothesis testing was conducted, the analysis showed the group using the innovative methods experiences a great improvement in the result than the group using the traditional method. And the last slide is the conclusion. This study aims to analyze to compare the English learning outcome of SMPN 1 Pringgabaya students who follow learning with traditional methods and innovative methods. The results are expected to contribute to the development of a more effective English curriculum and learning methods. That's all I can explain in my thesis proposal. Maybe if there are mistakes, please forgive. Thank you for your attention. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.